What's up, guys and gals? Today we are going to be building a little bit more advanced Bootstrap to WordPress conversion, and as you can see, we have clean blog from Start Bootstrap. It has a blog, obviously, and you can see that it has blog single pages. It has a couple of static pages like the About and a contact form, which has working PHP code, but we're going to go ahead and throw that out and use a WordPress plugin. We're also going to add to this menu, which will all be dynamic, a portfolio page so that you could get exposed to a little bit of the custom post types and how they all work. So let's not delay any further. And the first step is going to be downloading a fresh new copy of WordPress 4.6. So now that we have our fresh copy downloaded, you can go ahead and take a look at all the files here. And so you can kind of see this is the root directory. And we've got that in a htdocs for MAMP if you're using another local server solution. That might be a little bit different. Just read the documentation to figure out how to go about that. So to begin, we are going to start the server. Okay, now that we have our MAMP server up and running, we're going to go ahead and select a language. For me, that's going to be English, but for you, it might not be. So select the one that is appropriate. So next, you can see we've got some information that we're going to need to give in the configuration setup. So we're going to need database name, database username, password, database host, and table prefix. That one's kind of made up by us. So let's go ahead and get to it. I have already created a new database. Inside of MAMP, if you adventure to your MAMP startup page and you go to Tools, PHP My Admin, then you would just create a new database and give it a name, and your process will be the exact same as mine. You can name it whatever you want, but I named it Advanced Boot WP. The username is root, the password is root, and WP is a fine prefix. So we will submit and start the process. Alright, Sparky. So run the install. Okay, so we've made it to the next part of the setup page, and this is where we're going to give it a site title. We can always change it later. Username, just go with your name. It's probably a good bet. Don't use stuff like admin. And password, we're just going to use their strongly generated password. Email address, I'll just use my email address. And for now, while we're in development, since we're local, it doesn't really matter, but if you are developing on a real server that people could access, it's fine to click discourage search engines from indexing the site while you're in development, but it's kind of up to search engines anyways, right? Then they even tell you so. So go ahead and check that and install WordPress. Okay, so now that we're logged in, you can see kind of what we've got working here, and let's go ahead and visit the site. Not too much to look at. It's the standard template that WordPress delivers, but we don't want to use that one. So we are going to use our clean blog that we downloaded earlier, and in order to do that, we need to go to WP Content, Themes, and currently it's probably running 2016. That would be my guess. I don't know. But we're going to create a new folder, and we'll call it Advanced B2 WP. Okay, so now that we have our new folder for our new template, or custom template, the first thing we're going to need to do is create a few files, and the first one will be index.php. That is kind of our root template, and in another video we're going to learn a little bit about template hierarchy, and pretty much everything defaults to index. So it's one of the necessary files that you must have. The next one that you must have is style. .css, not styles, not anything else. It has to be style.css. It's looking for it. And the third one is functions.php, and that's where all our fancy little functions will go. So now if we go to appearance, click on themes, you'll see our theme showing up, and we can activate it. So now we are using our awesome new theme, and if we refresh, there's a giant white page because we haven't written any code. So if we wanted a screenshot, which it does not come by default, we can go ahead and take one really quickly, just kind of squarish, I guess, and then just drag in a screenshot. That will be the screenshot for our theme. So when we go back to manage themes and hit reload, we now have this awesome picture. As always, thank you for watching. Like if you liked the video, comment if you have a question or are trying to troubleshoot something we did in the video, and as always, I would really appreciate subscribes. These things keep me going and making these videos. Also, if you are looking for any of the links to the software downloads or project files, look in the description. If this video felt a little bit over your head, you could click the simple Bootstrap to WordPress conversion, or if you're ready to get started with some of the more advanced techniques, click the part 2. Thanks again, guys.